And now as the restaurants begin to reopen, we're trying to tie other elements. So for example, order on your phone and we will assign you a table. You can walk in a restaurant, skip the hostess or host, don't have to interfere with the lines. You get assigned a table. Your food can come out. You can add other items via your smartphone instead of the contaminated menu. And you can add drinks, and then you close your check and tip.
The restaurant industry has always struggled with digital modernization. Sometimes you're lucky if your favorite restaurant has a menu online, let alone the ability to place an order. What was once a useful luxury is now a crucial necessity. Many restaurants have defaulted to ordering services like Grubhub, DoorDash, and Seamless, but with high fees, restaurants may need a better solution. At least Brad Duea of Restaurant Revolution Technologies thinks so. On this episode of UpTech Report, I talk with Brad about his efforts to bring an affordable and fully integrated online solution for takeout, delivery, and catering. A timely conversation for restaurants struggling to adapt to a rapidly transforming economy. I'm excited to chat with you today, and boy, is this a timely conversation and a solution that your company brings. To start us off, can you describe what you guys provide in 5 seconds? Very brief, short of the point. What do you provide?
Yeah, we partner with chain restaurants to grow their off-premise business, which is out delivery and catering, and we provide an ordering platform to do that. So online mobile ordering.
Online mobile ordering. Today is the day and age in today's environment. It is needed more than ever. Now, This company, it originally began a while ago. What did that start?
Company was founded in 2010 and had a great software vision. And then the prior leadership did a little more phone ordering for restaurants, which is not as an attractive business as online and mobile software as a service. So I joined in 2017 and pivoted it back to software as a service.
And pivoting a business, this isn't your first rodeo. This a couple other ones, right?
Yeah, so I've spent my career, I started as a business graduate student, MBA, and then a lawyer, but I've spent my career since then in digital transformation. So I was president of the legal Napster during the digital transformation of music, moving into subscription, then went to T-Mobile during the digital transformation of mobile communications with data plans and smartphones, and then most recently, the digital transformation of home entertainment with Sonos. So I ran the Americas Pacific for Sonos.
Now, moving to the restaurant space, they sure need you at the moment. So help me describe both the problem that you saw that existed before the pandemic and now how it has escalated, probably is a better word, that need. Describe that problem that restaurants have and they feel.
What we're really doing is driving this digital transformation of the restaurant industry. And I was pretty surprised that it hadn't already occurred. But what has happened is over 60% of the restaurant business is actually driven off premise. So that's including drive-through, any way that you get the food and eat it elsewhere. So we used to be pitching, okay, off premise is growing and only a fraction of that 60%, about 5% is digital. And so our whole pitch was, you've got to embrace digital and let's get you there with an ordering platform, online and mobile ordering. So when people went with us on our platform, we would actually power ordering direct from their website. And I'll show why that's important to the problem. And so some people weren't quite ready and they said, I'm just going to participate in third-party marketplaces instead, the DoorDash, Grubhub, et cetera. Now you've seen through the pandemic that restaurants cannot survive on that. They give 30% of the order to the delivery company. Whoa. They don't know who the customer is. They don't get the customer data. So they cannot make money on that model. So our proposition has been, let's help you drive your off-premise business and drive it directly from your website. We'll match your look and feel, and that will allow you to participate in the digital growth of the industry. The other thing we're trying to show is that whole guest experience, treat them with like give them loyalty points when they order online. Let them redeem their loyalty points when you order online. So, you know, a lot of those systems were separate and we integrate with them. And now as the restaurants begin to reopen, we're trying to tie other elements. So for example, order on your phone and we will assign you a table. You can walk in a restaurant, skip the hostess or host, don't have to interfere with the lines. You get assigned a table. Your food can come out. You can add other items via your smartphone instead of the contaminated menu. And you can add drinks and then you close your check and tip. So it's trying to integrate that digital into even the physical experience.
Wow. What do you see coming down the pipeline that you're working on for the near future, next year or so, and then long term, the next 5 or 10 years?
Yeah. So what we did in the past couple of years was really building out state-of-the-art feature sets from, like I said, group ordering, multi-pay group ordering, integration with the best loyalty programs and the like. What we've done now is start to move people onto our delivery enablement product that we call ground control. So last year, well, a lot of people were, in the year before, were getting lit up on our online and mobile ordering and even voice ordering. Now we're actually bringing delivery to them. And so that's where our software will handle all the ordering from the restaurant site. And then at the very last step, it coordinates a DoorDash driver to come pick it up and deliver it on the restaurant's behalf, right, for a flat fee. So the restaurant captures the customer information and can offer delivery. So that's a big one for us right now from a scalability with our existing clients. And now new clients want everything all at once. The other one is a lot of our customers have been dealing with those third-party marketplaces, and all those orders come to the tablets and they have to staff them and rekey them. So we have a product called Connect that we take those and inject them into the point of sale. So no one has to rekey those orders. And so really scaling out those two products are the near term. And so we're seeing nice growth there. And now with some of the customers like On the Border we just brought on, they launched all 3 products right out of the gate across all 118 locations, right? So that's what we're focused on.
What's a good place for people to go to learn more, and what's a good first step for them to take?
Yeah, the best thing to do is go to our website. So it's rrtusa.com. So that's Restaurant Revolution Technologies, but we simplified it, right? rrtusa.com. And you can see overviews of our products, videos, other elements, and there's a way to contact us. And so, you know, you can contact me directly, Brad Duea. So it's bduea, BDUEA at rrtusa.com. But we'll get you set up. And it's really about embracing that digital future that I've said the pandemic's accelerated. So let us help you grow your off-premise and really take you into the digital future.
Be sure to check out part 2 of my conversation with Brad, in which he shares with us what he feels is the most important quality for success in business.